Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are starting off today's charting with Dixie on a daily time frame. I was just looking at the 4 hour real quick, and we will go back to it. As you can see, yesterday we got Mr. Powell opening his mouth, and Dixie got very, very excited and popped up like it ate some Viagra. A lot of people were not expecting this, but we were, so we are just laughing at all the people who are looking for downside. As we broke out of the channel and the triangle formation that we had drawn, I am going to remove the channel part and I'm going to leave the triangle because what usually likes to happen is price action likes to come back and test breakout. But when we come back, I do not want to see us get lower than 104.90. So basically around 105, 104.90. And then I want to see us take that continuation up. So today I am looking for a little bit of a pullback. If we get that pullback into 105, 104, I don't want it to go any lower than that. And then I'm looking for a quick move back up for higher. So I'm waiting for Powell's speech to come. Until its speech comes, I can see us trickle down. And then once his speech comes, I can see it continue up, as in like he's reiterating, yes, we are gonna need to increase interest rates more this year, and we need to not keep them at the 0.25. Basically, he said that yesterday that, hey, we're going to be looking at continual increases, and the projected 5% is going to be more than that, and that's what they have to do to control inflation. So it's going to be an interesting scenario we're going into. But if you think about it, right, just take a quick second and think with me. If the government is increasing interest rates, it makes things less affordable. Like, say, a home. You can't buy a home with 7% mortgage when home values have doubled in the last 2 to 3 years. It's not economically feasible. Uh, Buying a car, you can't buy a new car with that loan interest rate because it's just not economically logical. Now, if you are not only increasing interest rates, but you are tightening uh, basically money in a general, in like circulation, supply wise, if you're not printing money, if you, like quantitative easing, and if you are tightening the interest rate, making borrowing more expensive, you're putting two vices on the economy for it not to really grow. And majority of the situation is basically looking for uh, kind of like a bust scenario in the sense that we're not allowing America to grow due to the fact that we are tightening its monetary policy, so no easy lending. And then we're increasing interest rates on top of that, meaning even if you are taking money out, you're paying very high interest rates where it's not economically feasible for you to expand or hire more employees or any of that kind of stuff. So it kind of sets us up for you know downside very soon, basically. Very, very soon as they continue to tighten. It's gonna be a issue for global economies. So just keep that in mind, that uh, holding cash at this point is not king, but when things are going into these kind of scenarios, having cash to buy food and necessities and keeping a roof over your head is probably more important than having your money invested for a return to beat inflation. So a lot of money might come out of markets as well. So just keep those things in mind. Let's go 4 hour Dixie, and then any more on this topic, I would love to discuss with you on a live session. I don't want to get too preachy on a YouTube video. That's not fun for everyone. So this is the 4 hour on Dixie. You can see that we are looking to pull back a little bit. We got a bearish divergence at the top of the oversold, overbought area, coming back onto the top of the triangle, which I was looking for, like 105 to like 104.90, is very, very logical. And that's if we lose this high. If not, we can just go sideways here and continue up. I'm looking for a little bit of pullback and then upside though, just for the sake of consolidation. Now, let's go take a look at Bitcoin. And as you can see, Dixie is rising. Now let's see what's going on to Bitcoin. Is the inverse relationship holding? And as you can see, it is. As Dixie rose, we got downside. And not only did we get downside, we got downside right to our support, the 200 EMA. And now, instead of bouncing off of it today, we are putting pressure into that last wick that we got yesterday. Just not the greatest thing, but it is to be expected. So as long as we hold this 21,800 level on Bitcoin, we can look for sideways and up. If we lose 21.8, I am looking for much more downside, but due to the fact that the golden pocket is right here. And that means, we could come to 21.3, or we can go to 2080, 20,800, or we can go lower. But the point is that the way that the structure of the chart is, if we can't hold this 200 EMA on today's daily close, downside will follow. And then we can see where we can find our support, maybe 20,800, 20,400, or 21.3. Okay, let's go to a 4-hour time frame real quick. As you can see, we are just holding the support. We're trying to do a little bit of a bounce. We got bullish divergence. We are trying to come to a rise. It's going to be difficult to break above 22,400, 22,500 due to the fact that that's our resistance. If we can break above that with a 4-hour open and close, we can look for our next targets up, such as 22,900 and then 24,000. 22,900 being the 200 EMA right here. So until we can break above the 200 EMA and close a 4-hour open and close, we don't even need to concern ourselves with higher. And right now, even coming into 22.5 is resistance, and then 22.8 will be major resistance. So it's going to be a battle coming up. It's not going to just be a straight shot up. It's going to be a zigzag kind of situation. Like we pop up, test it, come back, test breakdown, then we break through, and then find support, and then break through kind of situation. It's not just going to be a straight shoot. So, don't get too antsy about jockeying for a position. If we get the 4-hour close above 22.8, you can look for 24, and then I think it was 24,500 was the actual high. Yeah, 25,500, 25,400, 25,500 around here to be the high. And then we can look to claim that in time. So that way we can basically consolidate. That's all we're doing is really consolidating. And if we do lose the 21.8 level, we got the 21.3 next. And then after that, I'm going to be looking for, like I said, 20,800 and 19,600, unfortunately. So just keep these levels in mind, guys. They are very, very important moving forward. All right, now let's go to Ethereum. Why did I do this? I would like a daily. So I'm in a short from 1570, 1566. Okay. And then I am ticking along from about 1555, right around here. My thesis on this is same thing as Bitcoin. As Dixie rises, we're going to get downside pressure on here. We are just trying to survive here on the 200 EMA. If we lose 1540 on the daily close today, I'm looking for much lower, such as 1510 to 1500. If we lose that, then I'm looking for 1450, 1460. If we can hold this level today, I'm looking for us to test into 1590 to 1610. If we can break above that, I'm looking for that 1680 and higher. If we get resistance here, I want it to come back on the 200, find support, and then break out the next day if possible. These are all scenarios of hope due to the fact that a lot of bearish divergence have been built, and Powell is the freaking hammer to the market right now. As soon as he opens his mouth, I'm looking for that consolidation. Yesterday wasn't that bad of a move. Today will be the final talk. Today, the final nail in the coffin will be put. So I hope everyone is very cautious today and not just buying dips because they think it's a buying opportunity, but they're buying dips on support thinking, hey, we're going to reverse. If you're just buying blindly, you're going to get wrecked. If you're buying, holding the thesis of support, well, you better have a stop loss once support is lost, so you're not just taking a capitulation candle straight down to like 1350. Okay, thank you. And let's go to the 4 hour. So, like on Bitcoin, on local time frame, we see that we have a possible upside. Now, Dixie was also showing you that in the local time frame, we were looking for downside on Dixie on support on that triangle. Well, then the thesis of Bitcoin and ETH on a low time frame coming up and testing into the 200 is logical, around 1580 to 1590. If we close above it, then I'm looking for 1680. But between 1590 and 1610, I'm looking to take another short after I close out the one I'm in right now. And I'm going to ride that up to higher if possible and add. And then if we do come back down on support, I'll cash out and then I'll add up my long, going like, okay, it looks like we're not going to break down lower. I'll load up my long for the ride back up. Right now, I have the long. I'm going to add to my short. If we go higher, great. If we go lower, great. I have my plan ready and I'm just waiting now, basically. So here's my long in profit. Let me take some of this off right now. And that's the way you have to do it: in, out, zigzag, zigzag. That's kind of the only benefit of using 100x. If you're trying to take 100x from the low all the way to the top, it's not as easy as you taking a higher margin in like tighter ranges. And then when you're trying to break the range and you have a lower margin trade going, it's a lot safer because then the consolidation won't chop you up. But right now, I am looking for sideways and up. Okay, that's my honest opinion. I'm looking for sideways and up. When Powell talks, then we can see what kind of damage is done. But until then, I'm looking for sideways and up. All right. Well, that's basically all I have for you guys for Bitcoin and ETH. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the comment section below. If you have any other assets you would like to cover, leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you in the next video. If you could do me a solid, if you're enjoying what you're viewing every day, please leave me a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so we can get these out to other people. I'm trying my hardest to grow the channel and in the best ways possible. So if you can do that, that would be great. If you're interested in talking to me live or trading with me live, feel free to join the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below, and I will be there today, hopefully on a live session. So please feel free to join, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Trade safe.